Welcome again. We have with us the winner from round one who scored 1.5 against Constantin and has progressed to round two. How has your day been? The rest day today, no tie breaks. How has it been for you?
It was nice, yeah. In my last World Cup, I had to play the tiebreaks as well, so it was really cool to already know that I can advance to the next round and also take a rest a little bit since my opponent also didn't have a first match. So it was nice to have some preparation and some rest.
That's great. Let's dive a bit into your games. The first round I saw was he played the Italian with the two knights, knight g5 variation. Were you expecting him to go for that, or were you not really?
Oh, that completely caught me off guard. I don't think he ever had a game in that, and my preparation was really basically non-existent for this tournament for that exact line. Of course, now I went over it and fixed all of the holes, but yeah, that was a complete surprise. Also in the second game, he completely caught me off guard, but I was, with the white pieces, it's a bit easier to reply to that.
As you said, you were surprised in the first game. And do you know that I personally thought that came from the Wesley Sokos kind of position. Do you feel you recognized it or something, or were you unaware?
I mean, I saw the line many times, of course, but when you're playing the game then against someone who is obviously extremely well prepared, I was just trying to kind of leave the well-trodden paths into something which maybe he will not know, but that's kind of difficult in this line because everything is so concrete. So what ended up in the end is that I was just in a much worse position.
Yeah, I saw you had some tension, and then just to release it, you went into this pawn down NDM with a rook. Did you feel you had chances, or at one point you thought maybe not your day today? But
yeah, I realized that it has to be lost on numerous occasions, but the only thing which was kind of motivating me was that I played against Lupulescu already quite a few times in my recent encounter in the Olympiad in Budapest last year. And I was in the exact same situation, that I had a completely lost endgame, but continued fighting and in the end managed to save a draw. And this is kind of what happened in our first game as well.
Yeah, you held a beautiful game and draw with black, you're happy. And then you move on to second game with white. As you said, it's always happier, even if he surprises.
Yeah,
you're happier.
Yeah.
Again, hyper accelerated dragon, if that's what the name is. And you went for this line with bishop c4, c3, d4. Was this part of something you had seen in the past, or?
The funny thing is, the only thing I knew about this exact line was that Fabi played it in the clutch chess a couple of days ago. And I think it was even a blitz game against Hikaru. I just went through the opening like for 1 minute. And that's the only thing I sort of knew about the line. I knew that it's playable, gives white some hopes of an advantage. And I was lucky that he did not really prepare that line. So we just had a chess game after 3 moves, which is a nice change of things nowadays.
Well, it's good to keep yourself updated with the latest games for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and definitely you got a quick edge early on, and which you latched onto. Unlike the first game where he had an edge but he couldn't convert, you made sure you converted it really well.
Yeah, I also had the impression that he must have been quite upset after the first game. I mean, if you win the first game, you're in a great position, and he was so close to getting there. So I really tried to make sure to have a long game and put pressure from the start.
That's indeed a great thing. I do understand that you have a YouTube channel as well, where you post a lot of your insights. Are we going to see one for the round one as well?
For the round which just happened? Or?
Yeah, for the round.
Yeah,
one.
I've already uploaded, after every game I upload some recaps, and which is of course not so easy during such an important event, but for me it's actually a nice change. I'm going through my thoughts after the game and presenting them to my viewers, and it's also always great to hear their feedback and their motivation, so it really keeps me going.
That's great to know, as we also can watch out what the players are thinking during the game. And so how do you think your preparation has been for the following game, which I presume you're playing against Yu Yang? So anything you're currently looking at, or psychologically or through the game, what's the preparation been like?
Well, today I was reviewing some of my lines, but overall I just tried to enjoy it. I mean, going to the second round was, of course I knew that there was a chance for that, but I didn't take it for granted. And against Yu Yang, I mean, he's an absolute top player, so obviously I'm the underdog, but I think the pressure is on him, that he needs to, well, of course he wants to win the match, and I don't feel so much pressure now going into the match. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, the psychological aspect definitely plays a huge role.
Yeah.
And about the training, I see you're very actively on Lichess as well. Do you actually train on Lichess too, or do you just use it as a playing platform?
Well, as a playing platform, for sure. Actually, nowadays I'm mostly preferred over chess.com for quite some time now, for purely playing. But what I really enjoy also are the studies in general. I have quite a few students that don't have ChessBase because they're just starting out and they don't need to purchase this software and know all of the details around that. And I can simply create a study for them, put the training material into that for them, and that is really a fantastic.
Yeah, that's definitely great to have.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been great talking to you. I hope you all the best and hope you enjoy Goa as well.
Thank you. Thank you.